Hey, what's up guys? Sean back with another reaction video for you guys, and I wanted to check out Hoarders. Man, I love the show Hoarders, and I hadn't done a video on it yet, but there's all kinds of crazy stuff. Like, there's some chick that I could watch that hoards poop. There's another chick that hoards rats. Like, all this kind of stuff that I'm interested in, that I hope you guys are interested in. But this is kind of up the same alley, right? I mean, My 600-Pound Life, woman that won't throw out rotten food. I mean, I wasn't throwing out any food either at 600 pounds. I was eating whatever I could. Expiration date, smexpiration date. We ain't worried about that. But let's see what's going on with this chick. Sometimes they hoard the most random stuff, like total junk. 19 million, that's more than I would have thought. Oh. Milwaukee.
My name is Jill, and I'm 60 years old.
Bro, that is a disgusting kitchen. I don't know how you're cooking and not catching some kind of gonosyphilis herpetitis in that thing.
I've been a messy person all my life.
You think?
I hoard food.
What's that?
I feel guilty about wasting something that somebody could be using.
Okay, now I understand not wanting to waste stuff, but at some point you're just tripping, because like, who needs that much damn pasta sauce? Let's just keep it real. You could be a damn Italian restaurant and not need that much.
I use duct tape to close the freezer
Holy
door
shit.
sometimes when I've got too many things in there.
Wow. You think anything's actually cold in there?
Jill is my older sister.
You know the funny thing about her duct taping that closed? When I was a kid, my parents go to sleep, I would like get into the freezer and I'd start cooking stuff like my mom had plans for. They started wrapping a chain around our freezer and padlocking it so my big ass couldn't get in there and like cook the pizzas and stuff that were meant for a different day. Which is kind of funny and it's kind of not. Like, I was obviously clearly morbidly obese, and then I was eating all the stuff that she had plans for. So it's funny to me now. At the time, I was pretty pissed, and I found that damn key pretty quick, and I was in that freezer.
The food in Jill's house is just really scary. It's because it's everywhere.
Yogurt, ew.
Uh-oh.
$20 if you eat it.
Looks like I lost a grapefruit.
I went into her home and I was shocked. I was just shocked. I was horrified.
Bro, with all that food around, those cats have to just be going crazy on some mice. Because I know there's a ton of mice in that house. Which, I'd never had a mouse in this house. But when I was living in West Virginia, we were right next to a farm. They would get in all the time. One time, I had like a cutting board, and this mouse was running across the floor, and I just went like, whoosh, threw it at it, and I clipped it, and it killed it. That was friggin' crazy. I felt like a ninja.
We were supposed to be eating a meal and there was no place to eat.
Oh, that's where my scale is.
We were supposed to be cooking a meal, there was no place to cook.
Dude, that is insane.
There was no place to wash dishes.
You can't even get your
And
hand
none of it
under
seemed
there.
to bother her at all.
Man, this is so crazy. Well, if I was the landlord, your ass is out of there. I might just throw a match on the thing and get the hell out of there. It's not arson unless you get caught.
I've had periods of poverty where I haven't had a choice of what I could
Ew.
eat. That affected me really, really severely to the point
that's
now
sad.
where I want to always have a choice. Now, find a lid.
Now, I've known a lot of the older generation that are like that. Like, they just have something inherently against throwing out food. And I understand that. Because some people have been on those tough times before where throwing out food just isn't part of their belief system. Like, it hurts their heart to do it. But, I mean, it hurts me to throw stuff out. But since that surgery, I make sure whatever I'm eating, I can eat later. Like, I finish all my leftovers before I start something new. And that's just because I don't want to waste food.
My name's Aiden Madigan. I'm Jill Madigan's son.
Hey, would you let your mom live like that? I wouldn't. That's brand new.
Her current living condition is
That doesn't fit,
poor
lady.
at best.
That's what she said. But, dude, all these friggin' yogurts outside, like you got your yogurt next to your litter box. Like, what in the hell is going on?
Aiden's
Ew,
always grown up
so many
in
flies.
my disorder. I taught Aiden how to shop in periods of poverty.
$4, that's
Okay.
not terrible.
It's very seductive to gather things that you might need when you don't.
Lady, eat the food that's already at your house, please. You've got enough. And with the fly thing, my damn uncle, his house is like that with flies and stuff, man. It's so gross. You go in there, you get bit like 1,000,000 times.
Don't have money to buy them.
Hazelnut flour. Wow. Oh. I didn't
He's
know
also
they
a
made
jackal.
spaghetti from corn. Zen cube.
I have this difficulty with resisting sale prices. When something is inexpensive, I buy it.
That's another thing that's crazy. Those extreme couponers and stuff that like will go to a store, get like $300 worth of stuff, and then have the store owe them money. Like, I just don't have the patience to clip all that stuff, but I applaud you if you can do that.
Ooh, irresistible. It's springtime.
Having a pantry that has
this
a
poor
large
woman.
collection of different types of foods means that I can come up with whatever I want to throw together. And I'm a good cook.
She's a damn good cook, but
Bro. She is cooked, like, she is giving you stuff that will give you the damn plague. Like, look at what's coming out of that freezer. That is some kind of meat juice running out of there. And she's duct taped it shut to, like, keep the demons inside. Like, I am not eating anything out of that freezer. Ew, what is that?
Finger food.
Not my fingers. Ew! Is that ice cream?
There are things that I buy and then forget about.
she gets pumpkins from the church sometimes,
Oh my
so
god.
that she can make pumpkin pies. But
This woman is so clearly like battling all kinds of mental illness because no one in their right mind is eating that damn pumpkin. Wow, that's so sad.
with some of the perishable items, she gets sidetracked and forgets about them, and then they just sit there.
Oh my god.
Cabbages are really forgiving. The outside will go bad, but the inside will be fine.
No, you're not gonna eat that, lady. Just burn it in hellfire, the whole house. Light it up. Throw a match.
Now we're seeing some good color.
I believe that if things have been kept
so
cold
much yogurt.
and if they're not puffed up, they're just fine. What are you going to do
Holy
with sour
shit.
cream? What's going to go wrong with that? Is it going to go
Ew.
sour? Yeah, it's...
There's still a very good meal there, so it'll taste good.
This woman has to have like a friggin' steel gut. And I used to like kid myself and say, man, my stomach's strong as can be because I eat so much junk, blah, blah, blah. And I still believe my immune system is better because at 600 pounds, I was so friggin' like, you're just gross, man. You're not like all clean or whatever. You have like bacteria on you and stuff. I feel like my immune system kicks 99% of y'all's asses, just to keep it real. Because you could have like the flu and stick your damn tongue in my mouth, and I ain't gonna get it. It's crazy.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
I think maybe it makes sense to prioritize
Wow.
first areas of hazard. Things
Okay.
that pose a danger
I mean, the
to
whole
you,
house?
your pets, the people around you.
My name is Dr. David Tolan. I'm
Okay, so here's the doctor. But to be honest, it's nice that the landlord is even offering. Like, just clean it up, you can stay. Because I want you to get the hell out. If that was my house and you did that to it, lady, you're lucky I'm not coming at you. Like, I ain't never hit a woman in my life, but she's gonna make it tough.
a clinical psychologist and a researcher in the area of compulsive hoarding.
I'm Brendan McDaniel. I'm a professional organizer. We help people
Yeah,
get
good
on
luck,
track
buddy.
to an organized life.
Brendan and his team are going to help with the organizing aspect of it. I'm going to get in there with the behavioral and emotional change part of it.
You know the crazy thing is that house is not as bad as some of the ones I've seen on this show. Like, hers seems savable. I've seen ones that just God couldn't save. They are so messed up.
Like a plan?
Sounds great with me.
Let's get inside and get warm and get to it.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
How many cats
I
does
think
she
you're
have?
you're all set. You're about ready to do the pumpkin. Oh, it was a beauty when it was alive.
What? Did you really say it was a beauty? Like, that thing's like 4 years past good. With my pumpkins, I always just took them out to the field and shot them when they started to rot like that. But there was one Halloween where we run around like grabbing everyone's pumpkins and putting them out in the middle of the street and like laying there waiting for cars to hit them because I was a badass kid. Probably not the greatest thing to do nowadays, but statute of limitations, I'm good.
I enjoyed you while you were here. Thank you. Goodbye.
Did she pray
There's a
for the
lot of
pumpkin?
work to be done. This is probably the worst house that I've done, period.
I've seen worse on this show.
My. Let me just look and see if there are any seeds in here so we can try to get a few of these, because this is an odd pumpkin I've never
Oh,
seen.
no, you are not, Lady Green Thumb. What the hell is wrong with you? Looking for seeds out of that thing. How much? How much would it take for you guys to take a bite of that? Because if you offer me, like, maybe $100, I'll do it and throw up. But I'll do it.
Quite like this before, and if I can grow some, that would be neat. Okay.
The kitchen is what I'm really concerned about. Just
think?
the pure magnitude of the amount of food in the kitchen that all needs to be tossed out.
God.
Got apples. Looks like it's separated.
Ew, like, okay, this is hilarious, but I was at my dad, I was cleaning out his stuff the other day, and I found stuff that expired like 4 years ago. But living like a bunch of bachelors over there because there's no woman in the house, it's kind of crazy to see the stuff that ends up in the back of the fridge because no one's there to clean it out.
Oh, looks like more apples, some lettuce, some other stuff that turned black. Delicious.
Jill, how about the freezer? Can we get rid of everything in the freezer?
Let me look through it if you don't mind.
Nothing to save, lady.
Oh, I didn't know I had tamales.
Oh my God. She really wants to keep that stuff. That is so sick and sad.
Oh, I'm gonna keep
She's
those.
so excited.
I'll keep this one. I'll keep this one because that's small ones for me.
If it's squishy, I'm tossing it.
Those don't look good.
What is that?
Ground buffalo.
That's what I'm saying.
Expired.
It probably isn't expired because I.
Ew, you know, I had a neighbor when I was growing up who like hoarded a bunch of stuff, had a ton of cats. She had me watch her cats when she went out of town for her when I was a little kid. And I remember being in there and just looking around. And I like opened the freezer and I'm like, what the hell is that? Because she told me that there was like some ice cream or something I could have in there. And it was her daughter's, like, I think placenta from when her daughter was born. Her daughter was like 14 years old at that point. That placenta had been in there for 14 years. And she kept saying, I'm going to wrap it around the roots of a tree and grow a tree. Like, no, this is insane.
haven't been buying it that
Well,
long.
it's green inside. It's hard seeing someone living in these conditions and
Yeah, it's the Grinch meat.
having a problem with that. You've got this really cool organic chicken broth, free range chicken broth.
Free range. That's the good stuff.
But it's November of 08. Can we
still
let that
good.
go?
No, that's something that I would be able to use.
Well, we have
Bro, you have to be like careful with chicken stock and beef broth, stuff like that. Because that stuff can be like deceptive and go bad inside there. I don't know. I don't touch the stuff much. I don't make very many soups, just saying. But I know that one time I opened up one of those and it was like just past the expiration date and it was rancid.
It's not puffy. It's expensive. I don't have the money to
No.
replace it. And it is something
I'll
that
buy
I can
you
eat
one.
on my diet.
How much bacteria do you think would have to exist in here before
A
it
good damn bit.
I think quite a bit.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
probably talking life-threatening amounts of bacteria.
Yeah.
Bro, this woman has to have the craziest bowel movements ever. Because the stuff she eats, there is no way she is not pooping like a goose, man. Like through a screen door.
I must have a cast iron stomach or something, because I can get away with eating stuff that other people get. They see the date and say, "Oh,
my
Hoarders,
God.
November '08."
I would.
How critical is it for you to make the big behavioral changes that are going to actually get you where you want to be in life
This is
versus
shocking.
saving the money and hanging on to this very expired chicken broth?
Just throw it out, man. But everybody's stomach's kind of different. Like, I don't know. I never ate, like, rare steak growing up. So to this day, if I try to eat a steak with even, like, a little bit of pink in it, it's going to make me sick. Like, I just can't stomach it because I don't know if I never got used to it or what, but I have to be well done. So a lot of people judge me for that.
My thought is that you have a blind spot here. My thought is that you're falling into one of your hoarding habits.
You think?
Clutter is the symptom, but hoarding is the disease. If all we do is tackle clutter, if all we do is remove things, we're not changing her behavior.
That's true. I mean, a lot of these people, I wonder how many of them just fill their house, like, right back up after they leave. Or I know they have, like, aftercare and therapists and stuff, but I wonder how many people actually just blow off the therapist afterwards and just start it all over again.
We're not really helping her in the long run. And if we come back in 6 months or a year, I think we would find that the house is exactly how it was.
That's what I was saying. Hey, let's go. She's throwing stuff out.
Today we're gonna go and work in the kitchen.
And this woman is like so obsessed with keeping her food. This is probably going to be what she struggles with the most, because they were having to argue with her just to throw away stuff that was like 6 years expired at that point. Like, if you have freaking kindergartners that are younger than the food in your cabinet, something's wrong here, guys.
Jill's got to make some decisions about getting rid of lots more things.
On that side of the shelf is going to be bad. Throw that butter, throw that cottage cheese.
Just that side?
Farina, that I will keep.
How long have you had this?
I don't know. When there are bugs in it, which is what happens to them, there are little crawly marks.
Bro, her standard of throwing it out is if there's bugs in it. No. This is actually insane to me. But, like, some of that dry stuff, I know you're just thinking, like, it doesn't go bad that quick. And I found, like, a thing of muffins the other day that was, like, a year expired. I still cooked it. I didn't eat the muffins, but everybody else ate them and they didn't get sick. So I think we're good.
That go in here. That's how you can tell whether it's got bugs. Do these expire? I mean, what can they do? Go sour?
They can
Really,
give
lady?
you food poisoning and kill you.
Ricotta cheese is frozen solid.
What's
and
your rule?
Oh, no. Not the ricotta. That's definitely gotta go. You are, like, speed running death. Like, faster than me. And I was 600 some pounds at eating everything in sight and just pretending that my heart didn't need help. And she's trying harder than me with the stuff she's eating.
Talk us through it.
Okay.
What's your logic?
Well, my logic is that when stuff's frozen, it expires slower than it would when it was.
That's what
not
Bill Nye the
frozen.
Science Guy
The date
said.
on this is January of '07.
Oh my God.
Something about those eggs is really
Oh,
scary.
no.
Yes, those are the ones that I got.
You know what I just learned about eggs? If you drop them in a thing of water and they sink, they're good. But if they float, it means something's starting to go bad in them and they're getting air inside. They gotta go. But if they sink, still good.
From you for my birthday a year ago. Yes.
A year ago.
I gave them to you to eat.
Well, they were too pretty to eat.
Are your perceptions of food completely accurate? Or might there be something irrational?
You know, I know that you're right about some of it, and I'm throwing out things that I've
Some
kept
of
in
it.
there for a long time. Some of them are no-brainers, but some of them are things that I had to really look at them before I could.
Bro, just trash it all. I don't think there's any good food left in that house. Like, everything's some kind of cross-contaminated. You know, I would have paid so much money to see Gordon Ramsay go in this house and just start, like, picking through the food. Because that's like my favorite part of when he did Kitchen Nightmares is when he starts going through their freezer, because that stuff's hilarious.
You could find some good reason to throw them out.
What's going on with that?
Once again, an attempt to be self-supporting.
Oh,
That's
God.
the driving force behind most everything.
And yet, it is also that mentality that got you here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know how she hasn't ended up with some kind of crazy illness or something. Because oh my God. And people want to grill me for the way I eat, saying I don't get enough this vitamin or that vitamin. Tell me that I should have friggin' scurvy. Look at this lady. What should she have? Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh, what's going on in
This is all gone.
The cheese has got it. Look at that. Burn it in hellfire. Send it to Narnia. That is never coming back. I cannot believe she is trying to pick stuff out of that.
Pitch it. I'm sorry.
I'm really grossed out. Please.
Do we have? It looks like something out.
I gotta go.
Something out of a bad dream. I'm sorry.
That is so disgusting.
This looks like residue of the meat that was not.
Oh my God, you've got meat juice in there. Ew. That looks like something you find at the bottom of a freaking dumpster behind like a Chinese food joint. Like, that is gross. Ew.
Not completely frozen.
And she wants to eat the stuff out of there.
Smells a bit fishy.
Holy smokes.
Oh my God.
I did not plan to let it get this bad either.
It was so
That
disgusting.
bad.
I just.
My God.
I mean, the bottom of your fridge is full of baby matter. Like, that's what it looks like. That is gross.
And there's stuff that was in that drawer that
That
she's
she's
still
examining.
saving.
That's what I was
know.
thinking.
She gave you this package of cheese that had been sitting in that dripping stuff, and she wanted me to look for a date on it.
She's gonna make a pizza.
Something is off here. Your old way of doing things.
Right.
Your old way of
Oh,
thinking about
man.
things. It is self-destructive as hell.
But this is like fascinating to see, because at the same time you're seeing somebody who's like clearly struggling with some form of mental illness, and at the same time she just wants to keep all her damn food. Like, she can't get past that barrier in her mind where like a normal sane person would say, all right, all this stuff's got to go, right? None of this is good. But she's fighting that inside her head, like she has to keep it. Something hurts her to throw it out, which is so funny to see and like crazy at the same time. Oh, there's another fridge?
Can you let me add it before you
Oh,
start?
that's right. Get 'em.
There's nothing here that I want to save, but you're ready to jump on me for it, okay? You're expecting me to disagree. You're expecting me, but
But that's because the same person is just going to say, take the damn freezer. Like, nothing in it's good. It's contaminated. That's not good anymore. Just get rid of it all. But you want to pick through it to be like, oh, I found a piece of salmon from, 5 years ago. That's still good. Looks delicious. Like, no, that's not how this works.
But don't, give me a chance, will you, please?
That's fine.
I think they're giving you
All right.
plenty of chances.
Thank you. I
As soon
mean,
as you open it up.
it's been hard. I know I need to change in order to get the life that I want.
Definitely.
The yogurt, we'll just let it go.
Bro,
It's all gone.
how much damn yogurt does this woman have? Like, does she have stock in Yoplait or something? Because that's a lot of yogurt.
Okay.
Take it away.
You did there, Jay. Don't take it that, Jay.
Okay. Thank you.
Nice going, Joe.
At least she
Unless
finally decided
Jill
to toss
makes
stuff.
a dramatic and sustained change in her behavior, then the problem's just going to return. She's going to fill that
That's
space
what
up
I was
again.
thinking.
This is cat and dog stuff. This is good stuff. Yeah, this is good.
But usually with hoarders, you see them like going out shopping all the time, but she's only buying food, which makes it that much worse. Because people who hoard other stuff, like they might go to Goodwill or Salvation Army and get a bunch of clothes or something, but the clothes aren't going bad unless the friggin' rats in their house are eating them up or something. But she's getting like perishable stuff, like food, stuff that's gonna go bad, and then still trying to eat it years later. Like, this woman has to be studied. She is some kind of medical marvel.
Good stuff.
How, though? Like, I'm getting you the hell out of here, lady. Man, I don't know. That landlord's a better man than me, because I don't think I could deal with somebody that did that kind of stuff and destroyed my house. But, hey, hopefully this woman, like, kept going down the right path. Because trying to save that food is pretty gross. And, you know, as I've said, somebody very morbidly obese, I wasn't trying to throw away no food either. But I was eating the stuff, like leftovers and stuff, before it got to the point where I had to pitch it. But if it started to turn green and stuff, it was out of here. I was not eating no Grinch meat, none of that. Like, it had to get the hell up out of here. But this is fascinating, man. I love Hoarders. I don't know how you guys feel about watching these with me. But I mean, I want to watch a whole bunch of interesting stuff, and hopefully you guys like it. But alright, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you later. Peace.